Avner the Eccentric is, first and foremost, eccentric.
Hi, and welcome to YouTubes of Contemporary Performance. My name is Charles the Governor, dramaturg and humorist. Today we will be telling the story of Avner the Eccentric. The story of Avner the Eccentric really begins with the story of vaudeville.
Vaudeville is the first great American theater form. By the turn of the 20th century, vaudeville has taken over the joint. There's vaudeville houses springing up everywhere, here and there, and everywhere, and performers of all varieties are putting on spectacles every night in cities all over the country.
Now allow me to weave you a little yarn. The year is 1948. America reels in the post-war boom. People are sending monkeys into space. It's a wild time. No one knows what's going to happen next. But the American theater form of vaudeville is all but dead.
Hello? Who there? Vaudeville who? I'll be right over. Let me just put some deodorant on. Send some over to fix this door. It's ridiculous.
A child is born. And not just any child. Because remember, now this is Atlanta, Georgia in 1948, and this child's got a schnoz out there who knows where in pockets deeper than the Strait of Gibraltar. I'm not just talking Jewish, if you know what I mean. This is a whole Jew. But don't worry, it's okay. My great aunt Barbara once dated a Jewish man, so I feel that I am entitled. I'm part of the tribe. Is that what they say? Yeah, I don't. It's not important. Anyway, Avner the Eccentric is born. When he's born, he's just Avner Eisenberg. The eccentricity hasn't come yet. Avner grows up in Atlanta, and he has, by all accounts, a very normal childhood. You know, he's playing out of doors a few hours a day, probably doing his schoolwork. You know, childhood. Then, after bouncing around a bit, he bounced in the university system. He found a home in the theater department of the University of Washington, from which he received a Bachelor of Arts in theater in 1971. And then he took to the sky. Avner flew to Paris. That's French for Paris, and began to study under Jacques Lecoq.
C'est une oui, Avner. C'est une étudiante de l'école de Jacques Lecoq. C'est une peut-être pas Jack Lecoq. C'est une grande plume et les personnes d'être vraiment c'est une mannequin poliment dormir et durant les nuits moins opaques de métal de personne plus le plume rouge c'est impossible. Pardonnez-moi. Je suis désolé, c'est un habit d'excuse. Je peut-être Avner the Eccentric.
When Avner returned to the States, he found success very quickly. After studying with Carlo Clemente, the great teacher and founder of the Dell'Arte School, Avner Eisenberg became Avner the Eccentric. And soon he had a show on Broadway. Now, for those of you out there who have never heard of Broadway, where have you been? Under a rock? Sorry, that's a theater joke. Anyway, he had a Broadway show. It was all him. It was fantastically received, and soon enough, he was featured on the silver screen, co-starring with his contemporaries, the Flying Karamazov brothers, and the absolutely scrumdiddlyumptious little Danny DeVito.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm coming. Hold your horses. Yeah. Ira, how'd you get this number? No, I'm doing this one on my own. The only thing stopping me is this big shot Arab who stole it. Look, Ira, I can't talk anymore. I think somebody wants to use the phone. And if I gotta go, you gotta go.
Avner has since gone on to do great things. He is a pioneer in silent theater art therapy, where he teaches classes every year on how to use silent theater art techniques as therapy, in case you didn't understand that from the name of the therapy. And has semi-retired to a nice little house in Maine, where he spends his days doing things and dancing with his mother, Mickey. And not the Mickey that you're thinking of.
Dance with
Elias.
I mean, go on.
But that's neither here nor there. But Avner, as we said, his story begins with vaudeville. And the question remains, is a modern audience still interested in the simple pleasures of vaudeville? We asked a few members of the artistic community in New York City for their opinions on Avner Eisenberg and the death of vaudeville.
Vaudeville. I'll be right there. Let me just put on some deodorant.
The music of silence is something that few people ever fully understand. Avner understood. Avner understood the music of silence. Listen to this. The sound of pulling out one human eyebrow is the most beautiful sound on earth. It's the sound of love.
So I thought I was going to a fucking Knicks game, and I show up, and out onto the court walks this fucking clown, and I'm like, who the fuck is Gabagool? And Gabagool's like, doesn't even say nothing, and so I'm like, fuck this, and my bro Vintonio was like, yo, this, and I'm like, yo, Vintonio, this. So we stayed for the show, it was pretty good. guy's funny. Clown. Because that's what they do. You wouldn't let me wear camera guy? Fucking camera guy. I don't take in the theater very much. Normally when I get the show I just rape a bit, pillage some, rape a bit more, get back to sea. But well, a few months ago we got gypsy cast, slowly turning into a lobster. Sure, no one wants to be a lobster, but I guess as gypsy curses go, it's not the worst. But anyway, you know, the whole lobster thing I've been dealing with, and I've got some family issues. Anyway, I felt a bit adrift, like I was sort of losing touch with myself. I thought I'd taken the theater. Found this man Avner, thought it sounded interesting, stopped by. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful. But Avner's a gifted man. His mustache looks ridiculous. Anyway, quite a beautiful show. The first time since my curse that I felt human again. I like to think of pirates as eccentric people. Got a lot in common with you, Avner. The thing is, I don't know when I become a lobster if I'll be able to talk anymore. I don't know exactly all the details of the gypsy curse. Well, if I can't talk, it gives me a little solace to know that Avner cannot talk. I'm sorry. He can't talk, he chooses not to. Oh, I thought he was a mute. The lobster's angry. The lobster's angry. The lobster. Captain Longshave.
So we are left to ponder. Is there any room in this modern age of cynicism for the simple pleasures of vaudeville? Had Avner been born today, would he be as eccentric? In the days when the angel-headed hipsters have become the douchebags on the corner listening to Radiohead, is there any room for simple fun and entertainment? Things to think about. Anyway, I've been Charles the Guffman, dramaturg and humorist, and you have been a lovely audience.
I'll be right there. Let me just put on some deodorant.